So let's say I am clicking on contacts and I want to create a list. So creating a list is basically creating a campaign with respect to the older version. So in older version, you used to see your current campaign, and then when you click on campaign, you can always have a drop down which says plus create campaign, create new campaign. Now onwards, it would be create list. So if I click on create list, it will say enter your name. So I'll say GetResponse new, let's say demo version, and I'll click on create. As soon as I click on create for this, it will have this particular section over here. Now what I can do is I can move my cursor over here on these three dots and I can click on settings, and then onwards, these are the three options as compared to the previous versions which we used to see when we clicked on edit settings for that particular campaign. So over here, list settings or campaign settings, if we say related to the previous version. So list settings, one is general, where we can change the list name. Let's say you click on subscription. Now what is this? This is basically related to single opt-in and double opt-in. Now if you're not aware about single opt-in, double opt-in, there would be a link below this video. Wherever you are watching, or above or below this video, somewhere around this video, you'll find a link which will say difference between single opt-in and double opt-in. What is that? There is a separate video wherein I'll be explaining each and everything step by step. So you can always click and go ahead and watch that video to understand what is the difference between single opt-in and double opt-in. Let's assume you already are aware about that. Once you are aware about that, you will get to know that this is option where you select single opt-in or double opt-in. If you want single opt-in, you can just have this unchecked. If you want double opt-in, you can have this check mark, and you can have this email from which you will be sending in confirmation email, right? Then require extra confirmation, double opt-in, you can have this and this enabled for both of them. Then you can have confirmation page your contacts see after they confirm sign up. So you can click on this and that would be a by default get response confirmation page. All right. If you don't want this, you can always have a particular custom URL for your thank you page. If you don't, you can still have a confirmation page, which I generally have within your programming language. So then you can always have an unsubscribe page, unsubscribe success page, newsletter directory, all such kind of things, and confirmation message, which is thank you email, which you always send. Now by default, this is in Hindi over here. I'll be particularly changing the details for all these things once I'm done, because this is a brand new platform wherein I have not changed any of the settings which are there for this particular new account. So contacts over here, once again, let's go back to dashboard. And now let's go into email marketing. If I click on email marketing, over here, you can manage your newsletters, right? You can always manage your newsletters. You can create a newsletter over here, or you can just reuse a particular newsletter. If I have this, let's say I want to reuse it. So I can click on reuse, and then I can have all the things. Similarly, let's say I go down, and if I pick up any particular one, let's say how to verify your website, and I want to check the stats for this. So let's click on statistics. Once I click on statistics, it will open up all the statistics for it. How many have opened, how many have clicked into your email, how many have clicked on the links, which links, all such kind of things are opened up over here. Now let's assume you want to compare the newsletter statistics of this one with another one. So let's assume what is digital marketing is the one with which you want to compare, or let's pick up any random one, random newsletter. Let's say what should be done, or 5 brilliant ways to promote your next blog for free in 2017. This is the newsletter which I had sent on 8th of June at 8 o'clock in the morning, and this has been sent on 7th July 8 in the morning. All right, both of them. You can see the date and you can see the message as well. What is the message? And you can see the stats. So this one newsletter has been opened at the rate of 47.87%. Click-through rate is 5.79. Nobody has unsubscribed. After this email was sent, 0.74% has unsubscribed, but the click-through rate was good enough as compared to this. So you can do a lot of things over here in the email analytics, right? If you don't want to go directly by a particular email, you can always click on email marketing. Once you are into that, you can always click on statistics for the particular section. So once you click on statistics over here, you'll have that section where we previously had gone from these 3 dots. So that's the same one, right? That's the same one. So other than that, you can create your autoresponders. Once we click on autoresponders, it will load all your calendar and you can manage your autoresponders. So did you get it yesterday and blah, 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 whatever it is. All right. So let's go ahead and let's see how it is. You can bifurcate your list. So let's say I select this one. So that's the email which is sent on day 0, which is sent immediately any day of the week. All right. Any day of the week. So this has been opened at the rate of 63.32%. Click-through rate is awesome, which is 22.15%. Normally people have 10%. This one has 22.15%, which is extraordinary. Awesome. Other than that, if you're building landing pages with GetResponse, which I am not, I'm using particularly ClickFunnels for that, so I'm not using this option, but you can always create your landing pages by clicking on this. You can have the statistics for that. If you are using CRM, you can click on CRM, create forms and surveys over here. If you are hosting webinars with GetResponse with a particular plan, then you can click and go ahead with webinars over here. And you can have your email marketing automation straight away inside this. So this is basically awesome. And other than that, if you click on your profile, you can always manage your account. You can have your billing section. You can have your APIs over here, integration. Whenever you want to integrate your GetResponse account with another account or another, let's say WordPress, you want to integrate WordPress and you can integrate GetResponse. This is where you have to click. So basically options are similar as compared to the previous one, but I would say this is way better than the previous version. I'm particularly liking it, and I'm not gonna switch back to the older version. All right, so we are back over here. So I hope you had a pretty good walkthrough with this new interface, and you can see the couple of widgets which I was actually showing you in that particular section are not appearing over here because I have changed a couple of things. So the walkthrough which I showed you in a couple of minutes before, like in 10 to 13 minutes before, that is what we're gonna go into deep. So each and every section I'm gonna go deep inside and I'm gonna walk you through every single step. So we were looking into this particular thing, which is integrating your GetResponse account with your WordPress website. So what I need to do is I have to first go to my GetResponse account. I have to log into my GetResponse account, and side by side I'll have to log into my WordPress dashboard as well. So I'll just go back to my WordPress dashboard, and once I'm over here, so kindly log into your WordPress dashboard, guys. And once you are into your WordPress dashboard, come back to your your email marketing software. Now hover over on the top where it says your profile, all right, the profile tab, and click on manage account, or straight away you can go into integrations and API. So click on that. Once you click on that, you will have to click on API. Now I won't be able to click on that API right now because if I click, then my API key would be shown. But let me just tell you what happens next is, once you click on API, you would be able to see one long alphanumeric number, all right, one long alphanumeric number where it will say your API key. You simply have to copy that API key, and next what you have to do is you have to come back to your WordPress dashboard and you will have to insert one plugin. All right, just simply insert one plugin. Let's go into plugins and click add new. And now I'm gonna search for GetResponse integration. And here is the one which we need, GetResponse integration by GetResponse. All right, by GetResponse, this is the one. Click on install. And click on activate. Once it is activated, you simply have to go to settings and just search for GetResponse. So it will take some time to load, or probably my internet connection has some glitch. Let me just wait for a couple of seconds. All right, let me just, all right, so it's working now. And this is the way, this is the dialog box where you have to actually paste your API key. All right, if you move your cursor over here, it will say enter your API key. You can find it on GetResponse profile in your account details and GetResponse API, which you already done. But I'm not using this particular plugin. I'll tell you why I'm not using this, because I have something advanced which I'll show you in a couple of minutes. But first, let's go by the basics.
So right over here, I'll just paste that and I'll click on save. Make sure you don't click over here. Let it be unchecked and click on save. So once it is done, it will be all set. So for the demonstration purpose, I'll actually paste my API key right over here and I'll save it and I'll come back. All right, so once you have done, you'll have something over here at the bottom and it will say all of these things. You can insert the web form right in the WordPress box over here and things like that.